We don't need to know about this. Like, we really don't. This is medical information. This is like HIPAA. Like, what are you doing? Hi everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. My name's Kateesha. I'm going to do a video on I don't know her name. Oh my god. Maybe I should learn it. Honestly, it was a bit of a jump scare. I don't know, offense, no offense. I'm not sure which one I should say, but like, is she okay? She just looks a bit rough. Like, I don't, what's going on, girl? Like, are you alright? Anyway, let's see what she has to say, because this is follow up, because you know we have to be checked into what this child is going through, and we have to know, because nothing can be private anymore. So let's see what she has to say.
Hey you guys, welcome back to the House of Hughes. Please just ignore everything about my voice and my face right now. Fun fact.
Did she fall down the stairs?
When I get insanely stressed, or I have just some trauma surface or anything like that, I will oftentimes break out with really bad cold sores. I have cream on it so you can like obviously see where it is, but like half my lip is so swollen. It's really just irritating and kind of painful, but I have a massive cold sore that came on from stress because it's obviously winter here in Utah. When I get
what am I allowed to say about that? I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Like, ugh. We'll just say she's looking a little rough. Not a little, a lot. She's looking a lot rough. Okay? We'll just leave it at that. She looks like she was pushed down the stairs. So, yeah.
Whereas it's either sun or stress, and this was definitely brought on by stress. I'm also just the tiniest bit.
You know what could help you? Not putting everything on the internet. Did you know that?
The weather, like I just have a.
Hi, honey. Go hop on your bed. Go hop on your bed.
Sore throat.
You can see.
And it's just a little irritating. So I've just got like a lot going on right here.
As you guys can see.
You guys are definitely in for a lot of information in this video based on sweet little Beckham. I want to thank all of you who have been so kind and so loving about Beckham's accident and like what he's been going through and what our family has been going through.
Yeah, you know, you could have kept this private. You could have kept it private and like let this little boy heal. But you know, you're a bitch and you won't.
I am so happy that, as you guys can tell, the swelling on his face is obviously completely gone almost at this point. He has a few little gashes in his nose where the glue was put on the day that we were in the ER. He's
honestly looking better than she does.
Doing phenomenal. He's been acting like himself for a while now. I've shared that with you guys. Hunter and I had a really big decision to make when it came to surgery. Hunter and I just really kept thinking about the pros and cons, and ultimately we decided. And I think after like the rush of it all, I got sick and developed a huge cold sore, and I'm like, okay, this is like what had to come to fruition for me. Like all of the stress in my body has been built up, and now my body is like executing it like this, and then I'm gonna get better and we're gonna be so good, huh? It was kind of a crazy start to the year, but I'm like, you know what, we're gonna have a phenomenal year. He's doing.
Hey, can everybody stop saying this year is phenomenal? Look how this year started. This year is shit, okay?
Incredible. How many times can I say that? I am so excited to thank our sponsor today.
Oh, piss off. You're not doing this on my channel. Go away with your stupid face.
It's been really fun, but I decided to.
Do you want to hop up here?
Just since I am like a little under the weather and I've just got kind of a lot going on. Beckham and I are just hanging out at home, and I am so obsessed with this booster, you guys. It's like so fun for him to have.
Okay, I noticed that when I was making these videos, obviously, you can sort of tell that she has a, I don't want to say obsession, because obviously it's her child. Everybody loves their child. Like, I get that. And me going through a disability as a child, my mum would always make sure I was okay and stuff like that. She wasn't obsessed with me or anything. She's still not obsessed with me, but she always makes sure that I'm okay. But what I see in this mum, this is a very nice screenshot. What I see in this mum is, it's not obsession, but it's just like, she just wants to be attached to him, like 24/7. She just wants to be attached. And I don't think that's, and maybe that's just because he had an accident recently, so that's why she's more attached now. But even before the accident, I noticed that she was very attached to him and just wanted to be with him. And Blakely didn't get that much attention. Obviously she's not going to get as much attention as him because he's the disabled one, but Blakely didn't get that much attention because she was giving all the attention to him. So, but I've noticed that she just wants to be attached to him at all times. That's what I've noticed. And then obviously after the accident, it's gotten worse, which I'm not sure whether it's good. Like, I don't think it's good to be attached to your child like that. Like, I understand he needs help, but that's what people are for, to help do that, help you out so you can have a break also and are not attached to your child. And I don't know, it's just, she's just very attached. She wants to be attached to him. She doesn't want to let him go, which is not going to be healthy for when he grows up either. And it's just not good from what I'm seeing.
In our house that he can sit. We have made the decision that the wheelchair will not be in our home until we have a 1-story. He gets to be in his wheelchair for 6 hours.
Okay. So we will not have him in the wheelchair until we have a 1-story house. Understand that, you're being cautious, but you can close doors. So you can even get things that automatically close doors. Like, if you don't want him going in specific rooms, you can get... Lyra, can you stop? Stop. Stop being in the blanket. You can get things that specifically close the doors, so just in case it didn't close or something like that, it will close. You can get that. Like, because now it feels like now you're taking... what is it? You're taking his, what's the word? Taking his mobility and his, oh my God, I can't think of the word. Like, when you've just been able to move around, like, but it's not that. It's like independence. They're taking his mobility and his independence away. That's what it feels like when if they're taking this wheelchair away. Which, I understand, like, the accident and everything, but close the doors? I don't...
Every single day, aside from Saturday and Sunday. There's multiple other places that he can sit that are not mobile, and he surprises us a lot. He learns how to do new things a lot. And sometimes, you know,
he's looking at your face right now and is like, oh, Mom, did you fall down the stairs?
Be unpredictable, and we are not willing to risk anything ever again, and we didn't know even that we were risking anything, and so we are just not going to have the wheelchair in our home until we get a new home. That will be, you know, within the next few years, but like I mentioned,
so in the next few years, so for a few years this child is not allowed to sit in a wheelchair. So they've taken that mobility and independence away from him. For a few years now, he won't have that. Because she just said it's going to take a few years to get a new home. So you've just taken his independence and mobility away. like, I understand you're being cautious, but you can close doors and get automatic closes for the doors, make sure they're always closed, stuff like that. Get child locks so Blakely can't open them and everything. Like, you can do that instead of taking his independence away.
Really gets to be in it 6 hours a day. There's other options.
Because I know it just seems like it's her being like, well, I don't want to do this, 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 instead of making what is best for him, because he still needs independence and mobility. He's still got to learn that, because if he doesn't learn that, then he's not going to thrive and get better and like not upgrade, he's just not going to get better if you take all these things away from him. And like, I do know this because I of what stuff I went through, like, as a child, like with my disability, and you don't get better if you take things away from them. You have to continue working so you get better and you are more mobile and you just get better at things and your physical health and stuff, and they're taking that away from him.
That we can take over the summers and things like that, when we will want him to be able to be mobile in our house. That is the game plan moving forward. I just again want to thank you guys for being so loving and so
all the weird ass parasocial relationships that everybody has. Thank you.
Kind. We also had a really fun night last night, so I'm going to insert just a little bit of footage. We had a little family night, just cooking dinner together and getting everyone ready for bed, which I feel like you guys don't get to see very often, so I'm going to insert that for you guys right here. It's kind of hectic here at home, but I feel like I don't show you guys a lot of the behind the scenes.
What is that noise? Are you blowing up an air mattress?
Settling down at night and kind of getting things ready for bed, getting cozy. So I am working right now and Hunter is cooking. Hunter preps the majority of our food for the week and he loves cooking and he's so great at it. And then Blakely is doing...
She has an eyelash on her face and it's really bothering me. That pause screen is really weird too. It's scary.
A little steroid treatment with her...
Can she not see that eyelash? Can Hunter not tell her that she has that eyelash right there?
Dinosaur. It used to be a fishy, but we had to get a new one. And Beckham is getting his tooth.
Can someone also tell me her name? Like, if anybody knows her name, because I really don't know her name.
Feed, and his nose is looking phenomenal. Hunter prepped some ham.
Ew. Did Alicia cook that, or... I think Alicia was over and she cooked.
For us, here is little Miss Chloe hanging out, and then
I don't even think the dog wants to eat that.
Also over here preparing some meat. It's the same meat as the hamburgers, but we just prepare it in a different way. So
really, moron.
You can use it for tacos and salads. And Blakely is...
Oh, that's the noise. Jesus Christ, it's loud.
Really difficult to understand right now.
Yeah, so we get to look at this child's medical illnesses too, because, you know, why not? Nothing can be private.
So good. So good. She's a little rock star in her princess dress doing the steroid, and it's obviously working. And
she is going to go to school. When she grows up, she's going to go to school. Other kids are going to see this because kids find things online. They're not dumb. And then you don't know what's going to happen. Kids may bully her for all this because kids will be cruel. They will bully you about anything. And this child has so much information on her, so when she goes to school, she may get bullied about all of this medical information, like the dress that she's wearing, just a princess dress, like anything. This is why you don't put your kids online, or well, one of the reasons why. There's multiple reasons.
You want to tell your friend something? Yeah. Oh, okay, let me tell them.
Oh my god, and stop referring to the camera as your friends. It is disgusting that she does that. It's so bad. Because she's going to think that everybody on the internet is her friend. When, no. Everybody on the internet is a fucking psycho, mostly. And they are not your friend.
Lots of vegetables here.
Her new princess dress is almost here. Look at little Beckham. His face is looking absolutely unreal, like so good. Blakely steroid cream.
Oh my god, that eyelash is still there. Thank you for letting us know because, you know, we had to know everything.
So loud, so please forgive the background noise, but in this video I am going to be giving you
My god, did somebody just fall? What was that noise?
a full update on what we decided for Beckham's surgery. I hope you guys
Of course, because we need an update on everything.
that. Now I want to show you like a little more in depth this cute little booster seat because it's so adorable. And I love
She is just looking really, really rough. Like, really.
He's just so comfortable and he wants to see you guys because I just took the camera away and he's obsessed with seeing
I doubt it. Doubt it.
himself in the viewfinder. And Blakely just got back from
You
the
don't know how he feels. Maybe he hates when you have the camera in his face. You can't say that. You may love them, but you can't say he loves them because you have no idea how he feels with the camera. So you can't say that.
and Blakely was so excited to see Beckham in his booster. She had to pull up the seat right next to him and use his
Oh my god. Just very close up, she's looking really rough.
booster to match him. At school, which is so beneficial for him. As you can see, he's doing phenomenal. Everything has improved so much because of his school. It's just incredible, the therapists that we have access to. He was begging for an oral feed today. It was so...
We don't need to know all this information. Like, why do we have to know all this information? It's just building that parasocial relationship up for all those weirdos online that think that they deserve to know what is going on. Like, stop sharing. We don't need to know everything.
Yes, Sissy, it is your turn. Did you want to show that you're painting with your fingers? Oh my goodness, cool. I love it. She's over there.
See, the mum is sitting there, like the, Beckham is getting fed by the dad, and the mum is standing there filming, because why not? That's all she does, basically. And this child has to sit there by herself and entertain herself, because the mum is too busy filming. Like, maybe put down the camera and leave that child because he is fine with the dad right now, and then go see your other child. Maybe she would appreciate some time with you and you could watch her paint or draw or whatever she's doing. But instead, she's sitting there alone because you're fucking filming.
Painting, and Beckham is just getting some lunch. He already...
And I guarantee this is a daily thing. This is how it is. The dad sits here feeding him or whatever, and the mum is sitting there just like that. Because we can't leave him. We can't go spend time with our other child. Why'd you have another child then? If you're just going to treat her like this. She is basically being ignored.
I don't know what is going on, but I completely lost my voice and I have a giant cold sore. But I actually feel good, which is...
She's just not doing good.
So odd because I sound and look horrendous.
You do look horrendous. I'm sorry, but I'm just agreeing. You look horrendous.
Pick him up. He's actually not going to school today because it's a holiday. So we just gave him his first 2 feet.
Yeah, look, he's sitting there like, get this fucking camera out of my face, you bitch.
He's doing phenomenal. I'm so sorry.
Like, you have no idea what he's thinking. He may be conscious of what this thing is and he doesn't like it in his face. Like I've said in previous videos, he may know that he doesn't like this thing in his face because it's sort of like, he'll have a different concept of it in his mind, but he'll know that it's sort of like filming or something like that, and he'll know that it's always been stuck in his face, and he won't like that. That could be what he knows in his mind, and this mum doesn't know that, but she's always sticking the camera in his face because God forbid we don't get to see anything, and she has to film every single moment for everybody online.
I have to give you guys this update with my voice like this, but I wanted to show you his sweet little nose. He obviously looks gone, but he is doing incredible. He feels incredible. He's acting normal.
You don't know how he feels.
He's also been eating like a little champion.
Why don't you not film? If you can barely talk, how about you just don't film? You know, have you ever thought of that? Like, you can not film. You can take a break from filming and just, like, do a post and just say, oh, I'm not feeling that great, can't really film, you know, whatever. And just not film. You can actually do that because you sound terrible. You need to stop talking.
And sleeping incredible. But I really want to share what ended up happening with Beckham's surgery. Obviously, a lot has transpired since his wheelchair accident. I have definitely been stressed based on trauma, PTSD that was surfacing from experiences I've already had with Beckham. Definitely think that my physical body...
Why'd you have to leave the coffin? Do you want me to leave a coffin? Like, you can cut that out, you know. You did a little cut there, so you could cut that out. What?
Like, purging all of the stress now that it's finally over through...
Does she see someone? You know, talking to somebody helps. Like, maybe you should see someone too. That would help too. Also, not sharing this online, that would help tremendously.
Losing my voice, having a cold sore, like all of those things. It's just kind of like time for me to just like heal and recover in terms...
You could do this off camera too, you know.
My experience with this, and I am just so grateful that I was healthy and able to focus solely on Beckham, because it really was just...
I think that she focuses on him all the time, like that. She doesn't really focus that much on Blakely. I guarantee that. It just doesn't seem like she focuses much of her time on Blakely, and I feel like Blakely actually is not ignored, but left alone to do whatever she wants and has to entertain herself a lot. That's what I feel, and it's really sad to think about.
Overwhelming to watch him experience this. When we initially met with the surgeon that we talked about in our last video, he had looked at Beckham and...
Why is the car on? Your car is on. Turn your car off.
Felt his nose and showed us where the brakes were, and I believe that I told you guys that the brakes were in the front of his nose, and I was totally wrong on that, so I must have not understood when he was showing me the x-ray, so I want to apologize. They're actually...
Why? We don't need to know this. What does it matter for us to know where the brakes in his nose were? Like, ugh.
Higher up, like where the scars are and where the glue was placed.
If anybody who watches my videos knows that I just get so annoyed with this person because she exploits the son's medical conditions, and I have my own medical conditions, and I am disabled, and I was a disabled child, and it started when I was 7, so... just like, if anybody had that information and growing up like that, obviously it would affect me. So I am very sensitive about this sort of stuff, because I wouldn't want these kids to go through this and have all this information, have everybody know what is going on and how you feel and stuff. So that's why I get so angry and, I don't know, frustrated or stuff when I talk about her and watch her videos, just because she shares so much that is so unnecessary. We don't need to know about this. Like, we really don't. This is medical information. This is like HIPAA. Like, what are you doing?
With his, not stitches, but basically the same concept. So the brakes were actually up here. So he was letting us know that there's actually no reason.
I don't really want to listen to her voice.
And insurance was also covering it as a medical before cause. That I'm not quite sure how aware of his nose he'll be in the future. I just felt like it wasn't fair to place that into the equation. And that's just personally how... what I think.
See, why say all this? I'm assuming she's like, oh, well, we didn't decide the surgery, or we did decide. But what does that matter? What does that matter for us as like well, I don't view them, but like people that watch them? What does that matter for the viewing party of this video? That is not going to affect anybody. So keep that information to yourself. Like, what? We don't care. Well, at least I don't, but like, seriously, keep the information to yourself.
He would want, because
I just feel like I'm blinded as his mom. I still don't even feel like I'm blinded because I literally think he's perfect, so it feels even ridiculous to say that. But I just was like, okay, I need to be like really, really objective because it's kind of hard to be objective when he's a perfect human being to me. So what we ended up doing was the surgeon told us that it really was relatively very straight, and before we even went and saw him, before the swelling went down, we were like,
Seriously, she is that boring that I'm watching the background like I'm watching a movie and I'm waiting for extras. Like, that's what I'm doing. Honestly, she's that boring and I don't care about her talking. I'm watching the background and I'm watching the cars and I'm watching the people. Like, I'm watching extras in the background of a movie. That's what I'm actually doing right now.
it looks so straight. Like, I seriously was like, I cannot fathom doing this surgery. Like, it just doesn't seem like it would do anything. I'm like, what?
The only part about her nails that I like is this checkered one here. That one. I only like that. That's it.
Thanks.
But I can't do my nails because I have arthritis.
Face just
It
looks
actually really hurt this hand. Like, it feels broken. Like, I get stress fractures a lot, and it feels like I got one of those right here.
phenomenal, and the swelling had gone down so much, and I'm just like, I just don't see the need to, start the healing process over. I cannot see any crookedness.
Okay.
Decided.
Cool.
The little
We didn't go surgery.
terms of like what I was looking at and the pain I assumed he was feeling, and I got into how difficult it was that he couldn't talk to me during that time. And I'm just so grateful that it just looks like he's so much more content now. So all for the choice that we made. So I'm really happy about it, and I feel like we had a really crazy start to the year, and I'm just so ready to move forward with our family and have an amazing year.
Stop saying you're going to have an amazing year. Everybody that keeps saying we're going to have an amazing year is jinxing the year. This is going to be 2020 all over again. Alright? Everybody calm down. This year is already shit. Okay?
It's been unique and kind of crazy, but I'm really, really hopeful that this year is going to be beautiful and
Oh my god, this year is going to be shit. I can feel it.
incredible for all of us. I just feel that in my soul. So I want to
shut
thank you guys for just being so supportive and so kind. I'm just really grateful to have so many people who love and care for
Yeah, this is weird.
Beckham and who
See, have so many people that love and care for Beckham. You realize that these people are over the internet. Like, these people just watch the video and are like, oh my god, I love this child so much. Obviously, nobody wants a child to be hurt. And of course, they're going to say, oh, I don't want this child to be hurt. But they're saying, oh, I love this child so much. I care for this child so much. How fucking weird is that? Like, no. It's weird. Okay? Yes, people will say, obviously, I don't want this child to be hurt. This is terrible. But she has created so many parasocial relationships with these fucking weirdos online. And she has taught her daughter that everyone through the camera is her friend, which is not true at all. It's weird. And she's infuriating.
so invested in his progress.
See,
and
that's weird too. Why are people so invested in his progress? It's just... Stop.
life, and I just am really grateful that I'm able to bring awareness to what life is like with a disabled child, because it's something that I never would have been.
No, you don't need to do that. There's like groups and stuff that people can actually go to that help you with this. Not sharing your public information over the internet, okay? So don't say that.
Educated on how to
These kids that are being filmed without their consent, that shouldn't be happening. And those kids need a voice, but they don't have a voice. The parents are taking that voice and their options. The parents are taking their voice and their, what is it, choice or something? I don't know. Their choice away and filming them without their consent. They're taking their consent away and filming them because they want to. They want the views. They want, I don't know, whatever they get out of this, money, attention. Because the parents are assholes, basically. Well, that was stupid. She's just annoying. She just doesn't stop. She really just doesn't stop. She needs to stop, though, because this poor child, like, she has no idea what he's thinking. He could be aware of what this camera is, not like it. She has no idea. but she has taken his choice away. All these parents do. If you watched it, I really do appreciate it. Let me know what you think down below. But that's it. So thank you. Bye.